right? What's up, everyone? This is Eve, and today I got something fun for you going on. I got 5 pounds of discs, Lone Star discs to be precise, from Bob, who graciously sent them to me to try out. So I know what's in here. I'm gonna be using only Lone Star molds today. It's 9, but we're gonna make it 10 whole course. We're gonna have to throw every disc at least once. Let's go. We're gonna try to shoot 4 down through 10 holes, and if we don't, I'm not sure what we're gonna do. How about you put it in comments, and the best comment is probably what we're gonna go for. Challenge or punishment. Be creative, preferably disc golf related, and let's start. First hole is 290 feet, goes straight and a little bit to the left. I kind of have an idea what's here, what kind of discs we throw. We're probably gonna throw 1 or 2 from the tee just for all the discs to fly, but only the first one counts. First hole, par 3, 290 feet. I'm thinking a midi or a Texas Ranger. So this is their overstable mid-range, 5403 maybe, and this is their straight mid. Let's go with the overstable one first, with a midi, and see how it flies. I'm gonna try to hit it flat on the right side and let it drift to the left by itself. That's too hard probably. We'll have a putt. That was a good rip. All right, let's try one more. Texas Ranger, maybe a little bit of hyzer, same line. Let's see how it flies. We're annihilating the tree, but they're both in the circle. I hope you were able to see that. They're both pretty much right next to each other. Texas Ranger and the midi is right there. Let's back up so you can see the basket and maybe missing a putt most likely. So I'd say 20-25 feet. We have a couple discs to choose from for putters. I think Penny's gonna be my go-to. There's Charlie Benny as well. Penny and Benny. Fun and all. All right. Good start. Hole 2 is par 4, 427 feet. It is all the way straight. You might be able to see people leaving from it, but we have people playing there. My usual shot is a backhand turnover, but today we're gonna go forehand so we can look at some approach discs as well. All right, so right now we have 175 Alpha Warbird, and we're gonna play a hyzer to the right side. See how it flies. Let me back you up just a little bit. All right, we're just trying to beat the tree. Yep, that's perfect. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. We'll have about 200 feet from there. Okay, we got 140 to the basket, and I have 4 discs that I want to try approaching with. Got Copperhead, Horny Toad, Armadillo, and a Walker. Walker is extremely overstable. There is some headwind, but it also not even a full throw. So let's go Armadillo, 173. Charlie Founders Plastic? No idea. You guys can correct me afterwards. I'm not sure how stable it is, so I'm gonna try to give it a little bid on the right side, and maybe we'll see what turns out of it. It is not stable at all. Okay. That was also not a good throw. Let's try Founders Walker. Hope you can see this. They're about in the same spot. Not great. I also don't know the disc, so please don't think the disc sucks. It's just me. Copperhead on the forehand, a little touch shot. 170 Copperhead was more overstable, and horny toad. That feels the best out of all of them, to be completely honest. Still very overstable. There's also left to right that's pushing them that I didn't even account for. But that's how they fly. All right. Our armadillo. There is headwind. I hate putting with like putters that I don't know. That's always turns into a mess. All right, that's fine. That's fine. We come to this beautiful hole, very open, 280 feet. And why am I positioning it like this? Can you still see it? Yeah. All right, that's fine. We're gonna throw a couple discs here. I want to throw a Benny here. Harpoon. Oh, I didn't use the harpoon. Okay, let's penny putter first. Alpha plastic, I believe. Yep, alpha plastic penny. And we're throwing, you can see the basket right there. All right, nice and flat, and hopefully it goes in. No, I keep giving it credit for being stable. It's definitely not. Armadillo. We'll try the harpoon on the approach. Armadillo is just straight. Doesn't have a lot of glide. Very interesting. Let's try the harpoon. Harpoon, maybe forehand on the left side. Oh no. Wow. All right. Let's do one more. Let's do Warbird. Has a lot of bite in the end. All right, that was fun. All right. About 170 to the basket. We're gonna go, let's go left side Spike hyzer. A little bit deep. That was fun. All right, let me see. That Benny went about, what, 45 long, 50 long, and our Walker went 30 long. Let's try putting with Benny. Maybe it'll fly a little better for us. Nope. Here you go, first bogey. Bogey. Another 280 feet. The basket is right under the tree. I want to try harpoon on this hole. Harpoon or midi. I think it'll be just right. I usually throw Envy here, so maybe that's it. Harpoon, alpha plastic, 171 gram. It's like stands up. Circle's edge. Let's try midi. See if the midi pops up a little bit more, or I throw it a little bit higher. Should be pretty fine. Maybe a little dip. Dip. Yeah, so one is circle edge in the front, the one is in the back. I think the Benny was a better idea for this hole. I keep forgetting what plastic I have. Benny, I have Charlie. Let's try to put it in again. As I said, I have putting woes on a lot of those. But not right now. 5 is the hardest hole in the course, 324 feet. The basket is on the hill. And we have to throw a couple interesting shots. We're gonna throw Warbird on the forehand under the tree and a little bit on the edge of a tee pad because the tee pads are terrible. And let's see what it does. Oh no, that's terrible. That's an approach territory. Let's go check some approach shots. Another 100-footer. Maybe we'll give Armadillo another chance. We just need a light toss, nose up to the basket. Tap in 3. Try one more, just copperhead, because I feel like it's just a pig. The copperhead flies good too. I liked it. Hole 6, another 282 feet. It goes downhill and to the left where the palm trees are. Has a little bit of a bite. I'm thinking, let's try horny toad. Yeah? How does that sound? I feel like a little bit over stability doesn't hurt us. Like pump it at those trees, clump of trees on the right, and let it fade to the left. That is parked. That is absolutely parked. Let's do something fun. Armadillo shot. Armadillo. And we're gonna go on hyzer at those trees as well. It's so glidey, but doesn't, in the same time, it doesn't go anywhere. Slow and glidey, doesn't, I don't know, ew. I kind of like that Benny as a putter though. Kind of like it. Okay, let's recap what we got. Got Armadillo. I think this is in Founder's plastic. It feels good, kinda. I don't like how glidey it is for 1 speed, so it still tries to glide, but still goes nowhere. Compared to the Berg that I have in the bag that overstable and just dies. Next up, Copperhead. I feel like it's just a pig from Innova. Feels good. Still need to work on it, still just to get a better idea of what it does. I feel like we haven't thrown this one a lot. Warbird. Flies like Halo Destroyer. Maybe a little bit less stable than Halo Destroyer in my bag. The feel in the hand is not fantastic for me because of not the lip, but the cut, just the shape of the disc. Doesn't feel fantastic in the hand. Flies great. Love how this flies. MIDI, very specific beadless, very specific mold. I can't say it feels bad in the hand. Can't say it feels good in the hand. I'd say 5, 4, 0, 1.5, maybe 2. It's not very overstable. It's not like a super overstable mid. However, the Walker Founder's plastic is. It feels like you would expect something that overstable to feel. It looks like a Justice. It flies like a Justice. If you fan of very overstable stuff and want to crank something over, Walker is your disc. Harpoon. Absolutely not. I feel if you have smaller hands, perfect. Very shallow, extremely shallow. I cannot even fit my forehand without my finger sticking out. But I think we'll toss it a couple more times because I think the idea of it is great. I think it flies good. Mockingbird. I was able to throw this disc only once today, and it wasn't even on camera because all the holes here are very short. 172. Maybe we'll throw it off the one of the tee, from the second tee, because people are cleared up, so you can see how it flies. Texas Ranger. I think it's true to its numbers. 5.5, -1.1. Feel in the hand is definitely not like any other straight mid. It's very blunt, and then it has a sharp cut underneath. I wouldn't be throwing this, but I feel like if you can get behind the shape of the disc, fantastic. Penny. Flippy for what I expected it to be. kind of deep. It almost feels like an AVR. Very straight. So if you hyzer flip it, it'll go dead straight for you. If you like that kind of stuff, that's for you. Couple more. Horny toad, very close to a zone kind of feel. I have a peppermint in the bag, which feels a lot more overstable than this, but the shape and the bluntness is, if you're looking for overstable, dependable approach disc, good approach disc. I like it. And Benny, I think I love this disc the most. I saved the best for the last, and I feel like this is a must-have if you're throwing Lone Star and you want something straight to a little bit overstable. Benny is your best bet. In Charlie Plastic, feels stiff. 3301, 1.5, maybe. Great disc. All right, let's finish those holes. See ya. 250 feet, right under those trees next to the palm. Somebody's right behind me. I hope it wasn't too loud. I apologize. Okay, let's throw the harpoon, give it another chance. Let me move you back a little bit. The basket is right next to that palm, right there. I think you'll be able to see it. We're throwing harpoon nice and flat and see if it finishes in the end. Just how shallow it is. I don't know when to release it. Let's throw one more. Let's throw the Benny. I feel like the Benny hasn't had a lot of flight. It's been putting. Absolutely butter. It's a good release out of the hand. It's just, that's the best disc. The basket, I feel like it's always armadillo. I also treat it like it's my Berg, and I love my Berg. A little bit hyzer pop. And that wasn't great. That's much better. The Benny putt's fantastic. Like, this is one of the best putters I've tried. I have a lot of success with a Benny as a putter and as a thrower. Benny, approved. Everything else, we'll see. 225 feet. I know it looks like a mess. I apologize. The basket is right underneath that big tree, maybe 60 feet in front of it. We're gonna try the copperhead. It's only 225 feet, so we just need to push it straight for a little bit and then for it to finish into the basket. Straight and into the tree. I mean, the idea was there. Let's try to give harpoon another bid on the forehand. Much better. Still not fantastic. And let's see if Armadillo can handle any forehand at all. Just a little touch. It can. The throw was not good, but it can handle forehand. That's a horny toad for the record, and maybe it'll do something better. A little bit Anheuser out of the hand. That was good. That was good. That's the best approach disc that I've tried so far. All right, you know what time it is. We have Benny in the hand. We have no ceiling at all. I thought we had low ceiling. We don't have any ceiling. That was just bad. We'll have a 30-footer left with the Benny. All right. Wait, we have a chance because it is the Benny, but let's try it. I'll be switching to Bennies. That's decided now. So some final thoughts before we come to the last hole. Benny, fantastic. I might actually look into switching to the Bennies for my putting putters. I might pick up some to throw. Everything else you kind of got a gist, got an idea of what I liked and what I didn't. Plastic feels good. And we have the last hole coming up. The last hole is 350 feet, hyzer forehand, dog leg right. Hope you can see that. And you guessed it, we're gonna throw a warbird. And I don't trust that disc completely yet. I know it's a beefy, but there are people right there. Let's give it a toss. We have someone coming up. Okay. Warbird, dog leg right. Nice, and we're gonna aim at that tree on the right and give it some hyzer. That's too much. That's too much. Maybe let's try turn over Mockingbird, just for you to at least see the disc fly once for right now. But we have to give it heavy turnover. Oh. It's gonna be very deep, but you got the gist of it. We got 65 feet, maybe, through like a bunch of tunnels. We got Benny. We got, there's no way. There's no way. Even if I practice here for 2 hours, then, all right, here goes nothing. It still came out perfect. Alrighty. Let's find that Mockingbird, and we're gonna play one more hole. We're gonna play hole 3 from longs. Stay tuned. All right, if you stuck around for this long, thank you so much. Thank you for everything, for everybody who's watching. We got one last thing for you. This is par 4, 405 feet. We're gonna try the Mockingbird. We might eagle this if we do. I'm not saying anything, but I think we're 2 down now. If we eagle this, that's gonna be perfect. I haven't really thrown this disc much. I don't know how it flies. All I know is I need a little bit of turn all the way there. With 7 speed, 405 feet is about as good as I can do. Mockingbird, Alpha 172, Kaka. Basket is the same location as for pin number 3. You can probably see it right around there. All right, let's give it a good rep. Maybe a touch of turn flat or a touch of turn with the bird. Let's go. Oh yeah. I hope you can see that. Let's go check it out. We're coming up to it. I have no idea where it landed. I just wanted for you to see that I didn't cut anything. That was the first try. I have no idea where it is. All right. Oh, no. Oh, here it is. We overshot the basket by 20, 25 feet, maybe. That was fantastic. It felt perfect coming out of the hand. It held the slight turn all the way. We have Benny. Benny knows what to do, I think, right? Oh, 2 fantastic discs, Mockingbird and Benny. Let me know if you enjoyed it. If you did, please give a like, sub for more. Let me know if you're doing this challenge, because technically that wasn't a real hole. Well, it is a real hole, but we decided to play 9. That was the 10th one. That was magnificent. Thank you so much. Thanks, Bob, for sending me this wonderful box, and keep doing what you're doing. Keep throwing them. Bye.